Good evening. My name is Sanvi Rastogi, roll number 205004, and today I am going to explain the topic theory of groups. Algebraic structure. A non-empty set together with one or more than one binary operation is called an algebraic structure. Groupoid or binary algebra. A non-empty set G together with one binary operation is called groupoid. For example, a group G is a groupoid if G is closed and it is denoted as G with respect to star operation. Semigroup, an algebraic structure G with respect to star operation is called a semigroup if the binary operation star satisfies associative property such that A star B whole bracket star C is equal to A star B star C whole bracket for all A, B, C belongs to group G. Monoid. A semigroup is called monoid if there exists an identity element E in G such that E star A is equal to A star E is equals to A for all A belongs to G. A group is monoid if it is closed, associative and identity element satisfies, then it is a monoid. Group. An algebraic structure of set G and an binary operation star defines in G, that is G with respect to star operation, is called a group if it satisfies the following. First, closure axiom, that is A star B belongs to G for all A, B belongs to G. Associative law, the composition is associative in G, that is A star B star C whole bracket is equal to A star B star C for all A, B, C belongs to G. Existence of identity. There exists an identity element E in G such that A star E equals to E star A equal to M. Existence of inverse. For every A belongs to G, there exists A inverse which belongs to G such that A star A inverse equals to A inverse star A equals to identity. Thus, group is a Thus, G is a group with respect to star operation, abelian or commutative group. A group G with respect to star operation is said to be abelian or commutative if star operation is commutative or abelian group. If commutative law, that is A star B equals to B star A for all A belongs to G. If a group G is closed and associative, then it is a semigroup. If a group G is closed, associative and there exists an identity, then it is a monoid. If a group exists, if the group is closed, associative law exists and existence of identity along with existence of inverse, then it will called group along, and when it is commutative law, then it is called abelian group. Finite or infinite group. A group is said to be finite if the number of elements are finite in a set, and a group is said to be infinite if there are infinite number of elements in a set. Order of a group. The number of elements in a finite group is called the order of the group. General properties of group. Let G be a group under operation denoted by multiplication, then prove that first, the identity element G is unique. Suppose that E and E dash are the identity elements in the group G, then E is an identity element which tells to E dash is equals to E dash E equals to E dash, and E dash is an identity element. Thus, from these statements prove that E is equals to E dash E, which is equals to E dash equal to E dash. Thus, we get E is equals to E dash. Cancellation law holds in group G. Suppose A, B, C are arbitrary elements of a group G, then AB equals to AC, which implies B is equals to C, that is left cancellation law, and BA equals to CA, which implies B equals to C, which is right cancellation law. Let E be the identity element in a group G for all A, B, C belongs to G being arbitrary. AB is equals to AC. Then on multiplying both the side by A inverse, we will get A inverse of AB is equals to A inverse of AC, and by associative law A inverse AB is equals to A inverse AC, as A inverse A is equals to E identity element, which implies B is equals to C. The inverse of each element of a group is unique. Let B and C are the two inverses of the same element A of a group G, so that BA is equals to AB equals to E identity, and CA is equals to AC equals to E. E being the identity in G, from 1 and 2 we have BA equals to E, which is equals to CA, which implies the BA is equals to CA, which tells to B is equals to C by right cancellation law. Sixth property, A inverse of A is equals to A in a group G for all A belongs to G. Let A inverse is equals to A be the inverse of an element A of a group G, that A inverse A equals to identity. Then on multiplying this equation both the side by A inverse whole in one inverse, we'll get A inverse whole inverse multiplied by A inverse A, which is equal to E A inverse whole inverse. Then by associative law we will get EA is equals to A inverse whole inverse, which implies A is equals to A inverse whole inverse. When AB whole in the reversal law, when AB the product of two element AB, the inverse is its in reverse order of its inverses, which is consider arbitrary elements B and A of a group G to prove that AB inverse is equals to B inverse A inverse. Since B inverse and A inverse are inverses of BA respectively, then B inverse equals to B inverse B equals to E, and same A inverse A is equals to A inverse equals to E. By associative law, AB of B inverse A inverse equals to A of B inverse A inverse. Then we get A of E A inverse, which is equals to E. Again, on applying B inverse A inverse into AB, we'll get B inverse B, which is equals to E identity. Hence B inverse A inverse multiplied AB is identity. From 1 and 2 equation, we'll get AB, the product of AB on in the inverse of the product AB will be B inverse A inverse. Linear equation AXB has a unique solution in G. We have a linear equation AX is equals to B. On multiplying both sides by A inverse, we will get A inverse A of X and A inverse B. By associative law in G, EX is equals to A inverse B, which implies X is equals to A inverse of B. Thus, we get the unique solution of the linear equation AXB, that is X is equals to A inverse B. To prove that this solution is unique, if possible, let x1 and x2 be the two solution of Ax equals to B. Then Ax1 equals to B and Ax2 equals to B, which implies Ax1 is equal to Ax2, which implies x1 is equals to x2 by left cancellation law. Hence, the solution is unique. Here there comes the first example. If Q be the set of all positive rational numbers and star be a binary operation in X in Q defined by A star B equals to AB upon 3 for all A comma B belongs to Q, then show that Q with respect to star operation is a group, find the identity or element of this group. To prove that it is a group, first closure axiom, as AB upon 3 belongs to Q for all A comma B belongs to G, then the closure axiom is satisfied. Second, associative law, A star B star C is equals to AB upon 3 star C, which is equals to ABC, which is same as A star into BC upon 3, which is A star B star C. The associative axiom is satisfied. Third, the existence of identity A star E equals to E star A equals to E. Thus, A star E is equals to AE upon 3 equal to A. Then we will get E, the identity element, as 3. Existence of inverse. If B is the inverse of A as B belongs to Q, then B star A equals to E equals to 3. AB upon 3 is 3, then B we will get as 9 upon A. Thus 9 upon A is the inverse of A. Thus Q with respect to star is a group whose identity is 3. Order of an element. The order of an element of a multiplicative group is the least positive or non-negative integer n such that a to the power n is equal to e, where e is the identity. For example, find the order of each element in multiplicative group, the group which is given as 1, minus 1, I and minus I. The multiplicative identity element is 1. Therefore, the order of 1 to the power 1 gives the identity. Thus, order of 1 is 1. And minus 1 to the power 2 gives the identity element. Thus, order of minus 1 is 2. And the I to the power 2 gives the identity element 1. Thus, order of I is minus 2. And with minus I to the power 4 gives the identity element. Thus, order of minus I is 4. Thank you.